Hello and welcome to With Me, Winter and Trades, picking up where we left off last time, where I finished taking over Southeast Asia over here, and pushed into Indonesia, grabbing all the Pacific Islands and everything, including Australia and New Zealand over here, and also took over my vassal over here that controlled the Philippines, but yeah, besides that I only fought one coalition already, which I kind of just fought most of Asia, to be honest, and of course one, and push my borders out to this point, so I got like southern China and a good chunk of India going into Bangladesh area and stuff. So, yeah, this episode, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to try and take over the rest of Asia, pretty much. So, in the next episode, I can just go all out and take over the rest of the world, pretty much, I think. So, yeah, let's see. Who do I want to go after first, though? I guess I could go after them, possibly. I guess. Let's see. I think I do have other stuff to work on, though, don't I? Buildings, right? Oh, single military base build apparently is somewhere. Or there in Australia, apparently. Otherwise, I got all my buildings complete already, I guess. So I don't have anything to do there, annoyingly. Yeah, I guess I'm basically already done with all that stuff, so yeah, I guess I'm just going to go straight to expansion, I guess. And try and get that aggressive expansion over 50 again, so the next coalition will start. So, yeah. Go to war with that lots there. Turn on the AI army there, so I don't actually have to do anything. And this is going to be a super easy war, of course. There we go. Now they're just wrapping up the rest of that stuff. And now they're just taking over what's left of the Ming again. There we go. Guess I'll just take all that and leave the Ming up there or something for now. There we go. Trying to figure out exactly what I want to go after next here, to be honest. Guess I'll go after them. Why not? Considering I do have that single province I got off the Ming there. There we go. Take over that country and a bit more of this stuff over here. Alright, I think that's good for the border currency. Though I don't think that's going to be enough for the coalition just yet. Considering, yeah, that's already went under 100 again. So quickly go and take out these two. And there's coalition. They are, of course, leading it once again there, and honestly, that's not many countries, is it? Oh, God. Alright, sure. Guess for this one, I'll kind of just push further in over here and stuff, and wipe out some more countries further into Asia, and avoid going along the coast a bit too much. Guess that's what I'll do. Considering I don't want to have ugly borders or anything like that, so I'm a bit limited on what I can actually do, considering that. Alright, that's every single one of the provinces occupied by the looks of it. Great. So, go and do this now, I guess, over here. Alright, I guess that's this peace deal here. Wiping out most of the Chinese nations over here for the most part. And wiping out everything over here. Just pushing in as much as I can for the most part while trying to keep a good border over here in this area. So, yeah, there we go. That's good, I guess. That was a bunch of expansion, but whatever. At this point, everything is already snowballing anyways, so yeah. All the expansion's going to be getting very quick at this point. So, I now border most of these countries over here at this point. That's good. Only ones I don't really border are over here currently. Okay. So, yeah, shouldn't be too much of a problem, I guess. Next coalition, I can take over most of what's left of China over here. And take out a few more of these, I guess. Yeah, next coalition I'm basically just going to be finishing off what's left of China, I think, for the most part. And then after that, I can go and kind of clean up the rest of Asia over here and everything, I guess. So I'm kind of already wanting to just go ahead and go straight in and deal with the Japanese, or here at the very least when it comes to Ryukyu. And just get a southern island down here under my control. I guess I could do that. Sure. Considering my aggressive expansion is currently under 100 still, so yeah. You've already occupied like half of Japan. Great. So, I guess I could just go ahead and end it at this point. Especially considering they're already up in Hokkaido. Take all that, get the entire southern islands there under my control. I guess I'll take that stuff as well and just give it back to them. Just to clean up the borders ever so slightly. And that did put my aggressive expansion over 100 again, so I should have another coalition coming at this point. Alright, so coalition did not start against me, annoyingly. So I guess I'm gonna have to fight some more wars then. Great. So who do I actually want to be going to war with currently? Guess I could go after Maldives since they don't actually have any way that they would ever be in coalition against me, considering they're an islands nation over there. Sure. There we go. Hopefully that will now start a coalition. There we go. And Juniper is, of course, once again the coalition leader. And yeah, honestly, not bad at all when it comes to everyone that's currently at war with me. Not bad. So definitely take them all over. I guess I could take over Korea. But Korea does also control all of that. I might just leave Korea with that stuff, I guess, for temporarily. Just so I don't have to deal with its currency and have that ugly border. Yeah, I think I might be doing that. Also, considering most of India is actually at war with me, I might do something there as well. Possibly. Think I might be getting to a point where I'm actually going to need to recruit more armies because my army just isn't large enough to actually really handle a full-scale war at this point. Because my country is just getting so large. So I guess after this war I'll recruit more troops, make my army larger, I guess. Considering it seems my army is able to just get by currency at the very least, without too many problems. Army almost has everything over here in India done. Almost. Just a few provinces left for them to occupy. Okay, so that's basically everything done, I guess, at this point. And one of those countries over here got taken over during the war. So that's a bit annoying, but whatever, I guess. Oh well. But the Ming also did take out one of these other countries over here as well during the war, so I think I might actually let the Ming survive. For now. But I will be taking Beijing. Okay, so for this time I will be doing this, getting all that stuff there. I would be taking more stuff over here if it wasn't for the fact that they took over that country over here. But to kind of make up for that, I guess I'm taking over more of India than I was anticipating over here, I guess. And just wiping that country out entirely. So, yeah. There we go. Got that done. Right there. And I will go ahead and actually just build a larger army at this point, I guess. So, yeah, I'll get to work on that stuff while I kind of wait for the next. Well, I'm going to have to fight more wars, I guess, for the next coalition, annoyingly. Oh, well. But, yeah. Build up an army, I guess, take over Japan or something afterwards so I can get aggressive expansion over 100 for the next coalition. And then in the next coalition, I'll probably just take over the rest of this stuff over here, hopefully. And I guess possibly India there. And then hope I can get to one more coalition after that. Kind of finish off Asia over here. Getting all those under my control. Yeah, I guess I could try to do that. Get everything finished off another 2 coalitions over here. So yeah, I'm just going to get to work on recruiting a large army at this point. Well, okay. They apparently just had a coalition formed against them, and I'm getting invited to it because, yeah, apparently they took over that country over here that got that stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm going to be automatically into that war there anyways, so yeah, whatever. And my armies are, of course, just going to steamroll them, considering my army is now 3 times large as what it was. Considering I'm pretty sure I had 10 armies, I now have 30 or something like that. And yeah, that's all that's left of them now. Man. Alright. Great. So, yeah. Middle East just came a lot messier. But whatever, I guess. But I think for now, I will now, at this point, go after the Japanese. And USC up there is also took all that stuff, so that's kind of annoying, but whatever. And that's all completely finished off. Great. There. Now I have half of Japan under my control. My aggressive expansion's over 100. So now it's basically just to wait for the next coalition to be formed, I guess. Which should include most of what's left of Asia, I think. Alright, so for whatever reason, coalition's not forming against me, so I'll just go ahead and fight another war. This time against that country and use an excuse to get rid of the Ming as well, since they're allies with each other. And also guarantee that they are in the next coalition again, which will allow me to get most of all this stuff completely cleaned up this time. There we go. Took them long enough to start that coalition, for fuck's sakes. But, yeah. I think that's pretty good. I can basically finish off most of what I want to get finished off over here for the most part. Though I have no idea why they are also part of this coalition. I guess they just want to get revenge on me for helping against the coalition on them? Or something like that? I'm not sure. But, yeah. My armies can just go have fun destroying all of them, I guess. And they are, of course, once again the coalition leader. Everything down there has been occupied, and basically all this has been finished as well. Man. Yeah, my armies are making very quick work of all this stuff. All that's really left is Japan over here. That's not going to last much longer at this point, that's for sure. Yep, there we go. And yeah, that's done, I guess. There we go. Okay, yeah, just go all out, take all that stuff there. The Timurids over here are the only ones that are actually going to survive this, to be honest. So, yeah, there we go. Got all that done. So now I just kind of go around cleaning up all the rest of this crap here. Wiping out these small countries that still exist. There we go. More with all the small countries I basically have completely landlocked over here at this point. Pretty sure they've all been defeated already. Yeah. Alright. In that case, go ahead and end all those wars. Okay, there we go. Good. Nice. So, that is done. Right, Slayer. Russ expansion is over 100 as a result of that, thankfully. So, yeah, that's a shitload of land I just got, that is for sure. And I do plan on taking at least a little bit more, but taking more of this stuff. Possibly get into Iran or here, and try and go up to the Ural Mountains or something over here as well. Try and do something like that or there. But I gotta wait for the next coalition to actually start to do that stuff, so yeah. Honestly, no idea who the next coalition leader is going to end up being, considering none of these countries that currently border me are exactly strong. Two moderates are kind of the strongest out of them all of them. So, might actually have one further inland over here, I guess. Be the coalition leader, possibly. Not sure. Okay, no coalition is being formed, so I'll just go ahead, start a war myself then. Go to one that's kind of has the most annoying border with me, mostly because, yeah. Their color of their country is almost the exact same as mine. At least from a distance it is. But yeah, that's done already. Great. Take over all those countries, and now wait to see if a coalition will form against me now. Because in all honesty, I'm just waiting a coalition to be formed so I can just easily take over all this stuff here east of the Ural Mountains and everything. Get Iran and all that under my control. That's all I'm really wanting to do currently. And then we'll end the episode. You know what? I can just take over all that there in a single war, I guess. So, bleh. Do it since coalition's not forming currently. This will deal with one large section I want to deal with at the very least. And there we go. Now, I definitely border a country now that would actually form a coalition against me, I'm pretty sure. So, maybe it'll actually happen now. Come on, Russia. Form a coalition against me, please. Okay, no coalitions being formed. Annoyingly so. Take over another country here, I guess. This time taking over a jam mostly because, yeah. Got other countries over here that I kind of like built to take over. But I imagine I wouldn't be able to in a coalition. Alright, next country then. Since there's still no fucking coalition. Generally, I hate this stage of the game when the game just... AI just completely refuses to actually form coalitions against you. I genuinely hate it when I get to this point. Because apparently even Muscovy over here isn't strong enough to actually form a coalition for some reason. Despite the fact that I'm pretty sure they're actually currently stronger than what Juniper over here was. Yet they still refuse to form the damn coalition. Apparently Muscovy is actually giving me military access in their country for some reason currently. Sure, don't know why you're doing that, but whatever. I guess kind of over here when it comes to the Americas, things have kind of sorted themselves out slightly. It's like it's not as much of a mess as it was at the end of the previous episode. Because these countries have kind of drawn their own little borders, wiping out all the natives and everything, to the point where there's barely any natives left. Just got two over here in South America for the most part. Third one counting them, I guess. And then one or something over here in Central America. Then you got that one over here, that's managed to stay independent. That is a very similar color to France, annoyingly. But whatever. Still waiting on this fucking coalition, though. Still fucking waiting on it. I guess I'll just fight the rest of this crap over here manually. God, I hate this. That's all this stuff done. Great. I'll just kind of wipe out those countries there and just redraw the borders, I think. Because that's just ugly as hell there, to be honest. Alright, I guess I'll leave it at that then. With those borders there, I guess. Kinda did my best to kind of split up this land around here in the Middle East. Decided to just keep this whole coast area, coastline and everything there, just because, to be honest. Same when it comes to keeping that there for myself when it comes to Russia. But otherwise, yeah, moved my border back to there pretty much, giving Grush all that stuff pretty much there for the most part. So, yeah. I guess that's it for this episode here. Next time, I'll just go all out, take over the rest of the world and everything, I guess. So, yeah, that might be a bit fun, I guess, especially considering how things look like over here in the Americas, and the fact that I don't have any land over there yet. The same when it comes to Africa, I guess. But, yeah, there is the end of this video here. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.